Okay, today we'll talk about getting over the odd disaster when cleaning up a piece of wood. So what we've got here is a piece of mahogany, and say it gets damaged and you're right near the end of the job and maybe in a bit of a dilemma what to do. So I'm going to make a nice mark across here, pressing in quite hard. I've got a, maybe you can see this here, there's a nice dent in there, you can feel it, it's gone in reasonably deep. So what do we do about that? We can sand it all over, yeah, and that get rid of it, or we can fill it if it's too bad and sand it down and then colour it when we're polishing, but you'll always see that in certain lights. So this is a technique I use quite often if I find something like this. Just wet that, just a little bit of spit on the end of your finger, take it up there and rub it in to that gouge across the grain there. Now what's going to happen here, that's really just raising the grain, but sometimes it's called sweating out a dent. So that's just soaking in to the damaged area there now, and what we're going to do, let it go for a little bit longer, then we're going to take a nice hot iron to it, which like an idiot I haven't plugged in yet, so I'm going to have to keep talking a little bit more. Okay, I've plugged the iron in now. So, and then we're going to sand that, and after repeated dampening of that and heating it and sanding it, that will eventually disappear. Now you can do quite big severe dents with this. You'll be amazed how much you can get out. It'll work on veneer and any other timber. May not be so good on stuff like teak, which has sort of an oily feel to it because of the water, the dampness won't get into it so much. But there you go, that iron is getting nice and warm now, so I'm just going to pass this over the top there, just kind of kissing the surface, and that's going to dry that out. You can probably see it happening already, the wet marks disappearing with every pass, and with it, it's pulling up the grain on that piece of wood, and it's almost gone now. I can just see a little bit there, maybe you can on camera, and that's just about gone. So now I'm going to take a bit of paper and just sand that. Now then, I don't know if you can see, it's still there just about, so I'm going to do that once more. Just a little bit of a spit on the end of the finger across the affected area. See, that's come out quite quickly. The thing is, we all make mistakes, we all have little accidents like this. The thing is not to panic, it's not ruined your job on most occasions. All you have to do is know a technique to get out of it. And like I say, you could sand it, you could scrape it, but if you just sand that area, there'll be a depression in it and it'll show up once it's polished. If it's a veneered top or something like that, you can't sand it because you're probably going to be going through your inlay. So the whole idea is just to treat the affected area, and it's dead simple. And you may know this, you may not, I may be wasting my time here, but there you go. I'm just going to go across like that. Now, if you're a bit bored and while you're doing this, you don't want to hang out, just put a couple of sticks down, put the iron on top, and go away, have a cup of coffee, have a cup of tea and come back. Don't leave it there too long. The main thing is you do not want to scorch the wood, which you can do if you leave it too long. The other thing is, because you're using a very hot iron, be careful when you're using this on veneers, because you're also heating up to some extent the glue beneath the veneer. It's quite alright on a solid piece of timber like this. You really can't do much damage, and you're kind of saving the day like this. So there we go. We'll do it again there. It's drying out quite nicely. There you go, almost gone now. You can just see that little piece in the middle, I think, on the screen, and a little bit more. Stubborn piece in the middle there. nice and dry. I can do a new piece of sandpaper in the block, and a bit of a sand up there. You're not really dwelling on one place too much there. You see that? Still just a, maybe make out just where I wet it a little bit there, and there's still just a tad left there. I'll do it once more, but I think you probably see up to now, and I don't want to make this video over long. You can see up to now that it's getting rid of it. The technique works fine, and you can do this several times. There is a limit to how many times you can do this, but you can do it several times. You will raise the grain, and you will try to get some really severely damaged pieces repaired like this. Right, you see, you just don't want to panic about stuff. There you go. I'll give another quick sand. I'm not going too heavy with that, and that's only a bit of what? Bit of 150 there. So there you go. Oh, get that in there. And that's all fixed up. So that's helped anyone. Good stuff. Cheers.